Welcome to Insights Live. I'm Rebecca Selby, and I'm joined by Ryan King, who is the Director of IT at ARPAC. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
How are you enjoying Insights thus far?
It's been very pleasant. A lot of good classes, a lot of good hands-on labs.
Have you met any others in your same role who are also here?
Yes, I've actually met a few other ones at lunchtime today.
I want you to tell us about your story, how you came to Epicor.
Our company, about close to, I'd say, 5 years ago, actually started the whole process of ERP and said that our systems currently are totally drained of everything that we could possibly get of them. So we started to look out upon the horizon of suppliers that actually had ERP packages, and we went through, I'd say, about 27. And after reviewing those 27, we came down and started to go from 27 to 20, to 12, to 10, to 2, and then we actually chose. And it was a process with our implementation team. It was a hand vote. It was not, as far as management saying, here's what we've decided. It was our team that said yay or nay.
That's
so
good
our
to
team
hear.
actually
What was your deciding criteria then?
Since we came from such a customized environment where we had an ERP pack, that really wasn't an ERP, it was like a homegrown system where there's lots of customization. We basically, our main attitude towards it was to go to a software package that we could customize heavily without actually hurting it.
And that was Epicor.
That was Epicor.
I'm glad to hear that. So with technology, how do you maximize the ease of doing business by utilizing information technology?
We do it on a lot of different, as far as levels. We've actually taken it, I feel our company's taken to the whole brand new, as far as brand new levels, all the way from automated AR, having to shoot all the invoices out to our customers, from accounts payable. It's all paperless with our suppliers. We've done, that's just a taste of it. We've also taken it where our Kanbans on our shop floor, whether it's these purchase parts or manufactured parts, it's all with a barcode scan. And it's all done through the software without any kind of, as far as a human interaction whatsoever.
So now that you've been exposed to even more of what Epicor has to offer, are there any other things that your team is going to be asking for you to have?
Oh, they've already started. The problem is there's too many ideas coming down the line. One that we're really working on heavily right now is a batch print of our drawings from our jobs, so that our shop floor can get all the drawings out of our job.
Okay.
And so we're actually working through that. We've done about a year now. We've been working on that. It's pretty complex.
So does your company use any lean principles? And if so, how are you implementing lean principles into the work that you're doing?
We're in a constant process improvement. Every aspect of our company is constantly being looked at. We actually have an actual program with our employees that if they come forth with good ideas about lean or any kind of ideas, they actually get paid for that.
That's fantastic.
So
Can you give me an example of one that's come forth?
Well, the one that came forward was basically we used a particular, I don't know how it really applies, they might not even understand, but our systems use blowers and with motors attached to them. And so our employees a shop employee came forward and said, these blowers are really hard to install. And here's the reasons why. And if we can find a supplier that could give us this, it'd actually cut it from an hour down to a half an hour. And so we actually took that idea and actually implemented it. So the whole lean is not information technology, it's also information technology with other practices, and you combine them all together and it makes a really cost-effective company that really starts to focus on the whole bottom line.
That's fantastic. When it's all about the bottom line, how do you lead an effective ROI strategy that actually makes sense?
I'll give you an example. We went out and bought a bunch of big screen TVs. I mean, they're 60 inches. They're located throughout our entire shop. And some people might say that costs you guys a fortune, but what those do is it creates dashboards that are automated. That it's from the budgeted hours of the job to the actual hours, and so the guy on the shop floor can watch the screen, and as he clocks in and out of jobs, it actually shows it as far as real time on the screen itself. So they know that if it goes red, they've done something really bad. It means that they've actually gone over the budgeted hours, which means it starts costing the company money. And so that is, as far as real time, part of being lean.
Can you tell me about a pain point that you were experiencing before you implemented Epicor that's been taken care of now?
We had a particular model a particular machine.
Okay.
It was a stretch wrapper that takes pallets and wraps them. And it's kind of comical. It takes 3 days to build it. And it's a big piece of equipment. But it would take longer to do the paperwork than it actually did to make the machine. So you look at that kind of a concept, you're thinking, something's not right here. I can build it faster than I can actually do the paperwork. And so we actually did a Kaizen event and took it down from 3 days of paperwork down to just a few hours.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Yes.
So what's next for your company?
Next for our company, I think it's continuous. But I think on the horizon is allowing us to be paperless throughout the shop and in the office. Paper costs money, having to shuffle it, having to put it in a filing cabinet, having to keep track of it.
Yeah.
It's one of those deals where it can either pay itself back or it can be just more of a hassle. And so we're basically looking at going paperless to see what impact it really has on the organization.
How far off is that on the horizon, do you think?
Well, our accounting department had a bunch of filing cabinets, and now they don't. So we're gradually going down it.
You're getting there.
Yes.
I'm glad to hear it. Thank you so much, Ryan, for joining us. I appreciate it.
No trouble.
All right. If you have any questions about the things that we've discussed here today, or you'd like any more information on Epicor or other products, please visit epicor.com.